So what can we do to ensure that diversity continues? Both in front of the camera and behind the camera. I mean, have you guys? I don't know. I don't want to speak for you guys, but I don't know if you've experienced having to say something to a producer or somebody to ensure that there's diversity there. I mean, what are some of the things that we, or you guys can do, or we can do to help encourage that diversity and ensure that the diversity stays?
Yeah, I think it's important that everyone, stands up for and speaks out for people who hold less privilege than ourselves, and specifically, not putting words in their mouth, but really doing the work to listen to the needs of these communities, and then standing up for, bystander intervention is very important too. Like, what do we do when we witness something that is not okay? How do we stand up? How do we speak out? How do we make sure that we're actually expressing the true needs of this community? And I think what's really important too is that folks in the communities that we are serving are there making these decisions as well. Because like, we can't know the needs that we don't have. We can listen and we can receive that and then take action based on what we have learned. But I think what's most important is speaking up for people who hold less privilege than ourselves in all sectors of our lives, and also making sure that that these people that we are serving are reaching places of power where they can make decisions to make sure that this action doesn't come after a mistake.
I mean, I think on a similar note, compassion. Genuine human compassion. And a genuine curiosity for the person who's standing across from you, for the person who's listening to the copy that you're writing, who's going to be watching that campaign. Like, I don't know a whole lot about advertising, but I do know that you guys have in mind who's listening to your commercial. Who is that person? What are they going through? What are their challenges? And as an actor, that's something we're asked to do all the time. Just, you're playing this character. See the world through their eyes. What do you see? When they wake up, how do they feel? When they eat lunch, how do they feel? Are they the kind of person who would go for a walk and walk really slow? Or would they speed walk because they don't like being outside? They see a crowd of people, do they walk the other direction? Do they walk faster? Like, asking yourself what makes people who they are, and finding the similarities between you and them, bridging them. Not only is that beautiful, but I think that's a great way for us to see